Eric stood under the oak tree, which cast intricate shadows across the schoolyard. It was lunchtime, and his stomach growled like an angry beast. He edged towards the cafeteria door, where the delicious aroma of fresh bread and roasted chicken floated out into the chilly autumn air. Ever since he had found this absent-minded bustler running school, devised sustainable routines to sneak in and satisfy his hunger, the school had become both a refuge and a mystery to Eric. At 16, life hadn't been kind to Eric. Orphaned as a young child, he had navigated from one foster home to another, the challenges of a stable environment always eluding him. His current reality, the unforgiving streets and the unyielding need to survive. He had never let any of the teachers notice him, skillfully dodging any eyes that would probe into the purpose of his visits and the refusal to leave immediately post-lunch. One autumn day, Eric secured a spot near the back of the line. The students, engrossed in their conversations, paid little attention to the unkempt boy who had mastered the art of blending in. As he finally filled his tray, his love for books drew him to the empty library afterward, where the thick carpet and heavy silence offered a temporary haven. Eric floated towards a display housing an array of history books, drawn to one tattered old tome with a cover depicting the school's history. He flipped through the yellowed pages until a name caught his eye: Elijah Montgomery, the school's founder, celebrated for turning his fortune into education for all neighborhood's children. Something glinted under one of the tables, an old ring. Curious, Eric picked it up, feeling its weight and admiring the intricately engraved script, reading Montgomery. Just holding it, he felt a strange inclination and a warmth that seemed alien yet familiar. Days later, while exploring the library's archives during another post-lunch respite, Eric came across some old photo albums. As he browsed through the sepia-toned images of smiling students and notable events, one snapshot froze him in his tracks: a photo of a young Elijah Montgomery wearing the same ring he had found. Compelled by the uncanny resemblance the founder bore to an old photograph of his birth parents, Eric began a clandestine search through public records at the local library, unraveling his origins in pursuit of identity. Each thread he pulled confirmed what seemed like a preposterous hunch: he was, unmistakably, a descendant of Elijah Montgomery himself. Edging into a new reality, every night the thunderous realization rattled his once determined quest to merely survive another day. The ring he wore now anchored him to this new beginning. One afternoon, armed with courage brimming from the need for closure, he approached the school's headmaster's office. "Is something the matter, young man?" Mr. Heath, the headmaster, inquired as Eric presented the ring like a badge of honor. Calculating worlds and uneasy silences were broken down when Eric presented his findings. Over time, plans and proof substantiated his claim as their curious investigation confirmed Eric as the rightful heir. From instant absence of foreboding in every meal to growing plans laced now with reason, Eric reimagined how he'd piece together this newfound legacy. Beyond the veil of chaos stretched horizons where salvation met purpose, a future at the school founded by his bloodline, where food was a bond, knowledge a sanctuary, and belonging not just a dream, but a noble reality.